Dad loved a good bottle of wine. I can still smell his favorite Bordeaux.
T'es belle. Non?
On dirait une goutte écrasée, en fait.
This is it. The basement of despair.
Mais elle était vraiment belle.
J'aurais mis...
Les phases au début.
Moi, j'aurais mis comme plus quelque chose vers le bas que ça, mais...
Look there. See the string?
An ancient Egyptian tripwire. The keepers of knowledge want none to disturb their treasures. We must tread carefully.
Let me lead. I know how to spot all the traps.
I'm sure you do, my darling. Lead on.
Si on aurait dit qu'il manquait comme un fond, genre, à la bouteille.
Ouais.
Mais sinon, elle aurait été belle.
Ouais.
Elle est déjà un peu, en fait, je trouve.
Elle était belle esthétiquement, mais...
Elle aurait été
pas
encore...
pratique.
Ouais, elle aurait été encore plus belle.
Non-flat.
Ouais, c'est ça. Une façon d'aller là. On dirait pas, hein?
My stuffed bear. I couldn't have a tomb without a mummy.
Serait-tu une des lettres pour le save, ça? Une des chiffres pour le save? 8.
Peut-être, hein?
Je peux pas faire attention plus que ça s'il y en avait d'autres. Ah non, il y a un autre 8 là.
Ouais, il y a peut-être 2 8 d'abord.
Je peux-tu faire de quoi?
One of the wire traps Winston made for my birthday expedition. Winston used my hair ribbons to make this. He and Dad put a lot of work into this birthday surprise.
Ça va l'air cool comme birthday surprise.
Ouais.
Fait que ça, c'est l'autre chemin que je regardais. Fait que ça ramène ici. Ça, il n'y a rien ici. Sauf une Lara qui se coince.
C'est pas un truc qui arrive du tout, voilà.
Water damage from the main hall above.
Où-tu m'emmener à l'affaire de tête on voyait? Ouais, on sait.
This bust of Anubis was from Dad's Egyptian collection. He must have put it down in the basement for our little expedition.
Ça doit prendre des gros bords, ouais.
Plans for adding electricity to the manor. Dad used to say his granny hated all the bright lights. There's a missing page.
Pas importante ou?
Amelia left tonight. She packed her suitcase and walked right out of here, and I didn't even notice. Like those days in the Oxford Library before we even met. I just had my nose in a book, lost in my own world. I am such a fool.
Pardon.
I have let my obsession with this damned
It's okay.
ritual of long life rule my better judgment for far too long, and it may already be too late. How could I have not seen this coming? I've made this mistake over and over, always putting my research before my personal life. But it's never hurt like this before. I simply cannot live without her. If I have to give up this accursed quest that has plagued me for so long, then so be it. I am going after her, right now, tonight.
Squeeze.
Okay, Dad's ledger has to be in here somewhere. Hopefully it has the combination to the safe.
I've created a clever little map for Lara's birthday expedition. I used the invisible ink Amelia picked up for me in Morocco so many years ago. At the time, I remember being so annoyed by that rather aggressive street vendor, but she just smiled in her sunny way and paid him without a second thought. I assumed it was just a tourist scam, but it actually works. Turns out it requires a very specific kind of vellum and a heat source to illuminate the ink after it's dried. It should prove a nice challenge for Lara to puzzle out.
I always accepted that Richard's rather unorthodox research
cool.
was just something I had to live with.
Et puis je fais,
But
puis je
this
fais la
time,
remarque que les
the
radios,
thrill of
quand on écoute
discovery
ça,
has
ressemblent tout le
taken
temps avec un
hold of
smiley
me.
qui ouvre la
I
bouche.
never imagined I could be drawn in this way. Richard cabled to tell me he's found the monastery. The
Effectivement.
symbol we deciphered in the scroll was the key to its location. I don't know if I honestly believe that this will lead to the fabled elixir of life, but I can't help but feel that a great secret awaits us there. My brother was threatening to shut down the expedition, but I managed to talk him down for the time being. Now I am going to meet Richard. I would bring Lara if I could, but she's still too young. She'll be in good hands with Winston, and when we return, her parents might just be a bit more famous.
This music is familiar. It's beautiful.
Moi, éteindre au cas que c'est copyright. Non. Elle va l'air bonne, mais.
It
vrai.
appears Sir Reginald's helmet fell off. Or didn't I put it back properly?
Il est pas à côté, fait que je pense pas qu'il est juste fell off.
Quelqu'un est parti avec sa tête.
Ouais. On a du stock à checker ici.
For God's sake, memorize
ouais.
the combination,
Deux étages en
you
plus.
fool. Lara's expedition treasure. My favorite painting by Amelia. The day of our wedding anniversary.
Okay, got to find those objects to figure out the combination to the safe. There's something else here. Dad's lighter. I don't remember him ever using it, though. The Croft family crest and initials. PC. I wonder if this belonged to my grandfather. Okay, should be able to light the fireplace now.
Pourquoi faire ça? La lumière?
Probablement.
I've reached the monastery. As Roth predicted, It was hidden deep in the Himalayas.
À moins qu'avec le
And now that
Invisible
I'm
Ink,
standing on
tu
these
puisses le
high
voir
stone
avec le
walls,
feu de même, je sais pas.
I
Ah,
am
peut-être.
overwhelmed by the sheer beauty of the mountains that surround me. It is simply breathtaking. But what adds to their spiritual majesty is the truth of this place. The monks welcomed me, as is their way, but they seemed to expect me. They must have known someone like me would eventually come seeking answers. I know this is the place. They've conducted the ritual before. I have seen the evidence, the distinctive symbols carved into the floors, the art displayed on the inner chamber's walls. They've created the elixir before, and they will again if I can convince them. I sent Amelia a message straight away. I want her by my side for this discovery.
Dad was looking for an elixir. Was it the elixir of life?
C'est quoi tu penses? Il a l'air de pas mal juste chercher les affaires de immortalité, ton père.
Me demande
One
pourquoi.
of Winston's notes. He always hid sweets for me to find.
Ah, parce que je pensais peut-être au début c'était, mettons, à cause que sa femme est morte, genre, pis là, c'est comme devenu une obsession pour lui, genre, mais il cherchait déjà ça quand que la mère de Lara était vivante encore.
Ouais, puis même avant, quasiment.
Non, c'est ça avant. Il le faisait.
Ok.
C'est jeudi.
Ok.
I remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always preferred these symbols to the actual number hieroglyphs.
Now, let me see. These two myths are referencing the same source material. But where did I see this image?
Dad, I think it's this one, in the chapter on Egyptian districts.
Why, yes, I think you're right, Lara.
I remember the page with the illustration of Ra.
My goodness, you've been paying attention, haven't you? This could be an important breakthrough.
Does this mean I'm your research assistant?
That and more, my darling girl.
Takes me back. Those were good times. The best times.
Parce qu'il disait que c'était comme des recherches par rapport à ça. Il me semble qu'il est en train de faire quand que, là, il a réalisé qu'il y avait une femme qui était donc bien belle à côté de lui. Puis...
C'est vrai.
This
Je me demande
was
ça fait combien de
always
temps
one
que
of
t'es
my
attelé sur ça?
favorite books in this library. I used to trace hieroglyphs.
Bonne question. Il est cool, le livre.
This is my handiwork. I used to love drawing pictures of tigers.
Tout.
Spent so many hours in here, reading, dreaming of my own adventures.
Lui, à droite, fait un petit peu peur, d'eau, mais...
Oh, wow. Très original.
Tu collectes. Non, tu interactes. Fait que c'est pour le bouger de place.
On dirait avec une ligne en bas.
Ok, ouais, je peux pas ici, c'est pas ça. Je suis obligée d'être à l'intérieur.
Took quite a tumble off of this old thing when I was a girl. Still feel it in the shoulder from time to time.
Excuse-moi, là, mais t'as eu des affaires qui étaient tombées de pas mal plus haut que ça, là. Pis t'as même pas presque réagi après un... Fait que
Spoiler!
viens pas dire que tu sens encore ce tumble-là dans tes épaules, là. C'est pas juste ça que tu sens. Tu vois, t'es capable de tomber sur tes pieds même de là.
On là, c'est rendu une adulte, c'est pas la même chose, voyons.
Tu fais ça... J'ai-tu fait mon instinct de l'autre bord, moi? Il me semble que oui.
Blank, except for the image of a key. I remember this map now. It leads to the master key, but we made it with a special kind of invisible ink. It could only be seen with the heat of a fire. I think I stashed one of Winston's master keys in here when I was a kid. I can see the map. Looks like the key is hidden under a trunk near the bookcase. X marks the spot, as they say.
On voyait effectivement qu'on pouvait le tasser. Merci.
The master key. This should get me into the West Wing.
Juste le West Wing ou je peux l'utiliser pour tous les affaires qui demandaient le Master Key?
All right.
C'est
This
Master
should
Key
open
tout court.
most
Fait que
rooms in the manor,
peut-être toutes les
including
pas?
the Forbidden West Wing.
Non. Normalement.
The Pharaoh's crown from my birthday treasure hunt. How old was I again? 6? 8? I think this hieroglyph corresponds to a number, but which one?
Je suis censée savoir c'est lequel là-dedans.
Je sais pas si t'aurais un truc.
For God's sake,
Ok, ce serait marqué hiéroglyphe dessus?
Ça, c'en est que j'ai pas trouvé, genre.
On dirait, ouais.
Je vois pas là-dedans. C'est ça.
I remember this
Ah,
now.
c'était l'artefact, ok.
Each district in ancient Egypt
So-
had a symbol and a number. Okay, Dad's clues mention Mum's paintings and their anniversary. Hopefully I can find some answers in the West Wing.
Mistress Lara, I took the liberty of preparing a tray, as dinner did not go according to plans. I've included, in addition to your meal, a few treats. I would appreciate it if you kept this between us, but I felt tonight called
Bonjour,
for something
Métis.
special.
Salut,
If you'll
Métis.
forgive me the indulgence, your
Comment ça va aujourd'hui?
rapid exit from the dinner table had me concerned, and I wanted to impart something that I hope sets your mind at ease. I have known your father for quite some time. There is an intensity to his passion that can be frightening, but I recognize that same passion in you. You're more like him than you know. Never doubt that he loves you more than his research, more than his artifacts,
Oui, c'est toujours
more
Rise.
than
C'est un
anything in this
des
world.
DLC.
Storms pass, and tomorrow will be clear and blue again. When you have finished, please leave the tray outside. Be well. Yours, Winston.
C'est le DLC Blood Ties. Ça se passe dans le manoir de Croft. Ça m'emmène là. Ouais, le manoir... le manoir de notre père. De notre enfance. Il semblait avoir vu quelque chose d'autre aussi. Ok, pendant un instant, j'étais comme... c'est complètement noir, là, ça fait peur. Ok, ça m'emmène là. Il me semble... Non, c'était des lockers qu'il y avait. Que j'avais besoin d'une crowbar. Je me disais, il me semble qu'il y avait une affaire que j'avais besoin de la clé, mais...
Ouais, des lockers au début puis à la fin, je pense.
Ouais, quelque chose comme ça. Je me souviens qu'il y avait un autre chest à quelque part, mais je me souviens plus, il était où. Ah, en haut, je pense ici. Je me souviens plus exactement, mais... Il me semble que c'était en haut à quelque part.
En quelque part, on n'a pas mis tous les trucs.
C'est ça. Ouais, ici.
The Croft family crest.
Ok. Random. À date, les chests, ils ont l'air d'avoir des choses comme importantes. Ça, c'est comme juste random. Ouais. Les boys.
Worse than I thought. Okay, Laura, keep it together. You're
Ça fait
starting
penser à
to see
Jumanji.
things.
C'est vrai un peu.
My lord, we all hope your work was well received at the conference and look forward to your return. As is so often the case with these missives, I wanted to call your attention to an incident involving our little angel. It seems that Lara has been the subject of some ridicule amongst the other girls at school. From what I can gather, some of the other young ladies were teasing her for being too much of a tomboy. You know how Lara can get when pushed into a corner. Let's just say they won't be bothering her again. But I do think their words have had an effect. I believe Lara has been missing her mother lately. She's begun to worry that she isn't like the other girls. And having grown up with only a father, it shouldn't come as a surprise that she has trouble relating to them. I wonder if this new friend of yours, Anna, is it? Perhaps she might prove a welcome influence. It might be worth bringing her to the manor to meet Lara. In any case, I'll let you decide the proper time to do that. Please travel home safely. Yours, Winston.
Ah, Winston, c'était reçu,
Mum's
c'était qui, Anna, pour vrai?
Dad sealed it soon after she died. He probably couldn't bear the idea
À moins
of
qu'il fasse partie
removing
de la
any of her
conspiration.
belongings.
Peut-être, là.
Untouched for years, exactly as you left it. There has to be something in Mum's atelier that I missed.
Ben voyons. C'est sûr que t'as tout eu déjà dans l'atelier, là. Je sais pas pourquoi tu dis ça. Welcome back, Métis.
Welcome back.
With Amelia gone, the manor is a different place. A dimness pervades, a
Oui,
quiet
on
I
l'a
can't
fini
stand.
hier.
Even though Lara is too young to understand what has happened, she also senses the change. She's asked after her mother only once, and I'm afraid my reaction must have terrified her. I will need Winston more than ever these next few months to help look after her. I never quite realized how much grief can consume a man, but I am utterly consumed. I know I can't escape the pain, but I will try my damnedest to avoid it. I will seal the West Wing for as long as I live in this place. It will remain exactly as Amelia left it. Perhaps someday Lara can find her own answers there.
Ouais, comme ce qu'elle dit, on l'a fini hier. Puis, au début, j'étais pas sûre si j'allais faire les DLC, mais j'ai vu que celui-là, il prenait à peu près 1 heure. Il pouvait aller jusqu'à prendre 1 heure et demie. Puis je me suis dit que ça pourrait être intéressant d'avoir un petit peu plus de lore sur la fin. Un petit peu plus d'histoire dessus, elle.
Puis à date, c'est cool.
Ouais. C'est sûr que c'est pas rempli d'action comme le jeu comme tel, là. C'est juste comme trouver des documents et tout, mais c'est fun, on en apprend plus sur elle.
I believe it took this trip to push me over the edge. I've been able to see Richard in his element, seeing him at his best and his worst. I've experienced the purity and chaos of his passion, and I came to realize I want his passion in my life every day. So it's done. Richard wanted to wait another 4 days until my birthday, but I wouldn't have it. Once I make a decision, I prefer to get on with it. So we found a small chapel in Luxor that was just right. And with Roth and the others at our side, we married as the sun set over this remarkable land. Mother will never forgive me. Atlas will forever resent me. But I don't care anymore. I'm free of de Mornay obligations. Free to pursue my own passions and live my life surrounded by those who will encourage and challenge me. I'm excited for the future, whatever it may bring. Tomorrow, Richard and I return home to London as the Crofts, forging our path together.
On a eu, c'est vrai, une partie de la date de leur anniversaire de mariage.
5 jours avant sa fête.
4, non?
4, 5.
Amelia would not have
C'est vrai,
approved.
4.
That alone should have been the end of it. But I am, as God made me, a stubborn fool. I locked all the West Wing's doors, and I shall not open them again until either my life or my obstinacy comes to an end. The night before, Roth told me I would someday change my mind. Like a broken arm cast in plaster, he said. The wound would heal, and we would someday shed the bandages to be whole again. The metaphor made me furious. The clumsy way he cast our loss off as nothing more than an inconvenience. There is wisdom in his rough words, but I've done what I must. Perhaps one day, Lara will throw back the doors to let the sun shine in again. Maybe she will find her own sense of peace in this place.
At least that old thing still works. Mum's wedding ring. I always wondered what happened to it. The inscription is faded.
Ouais, définitivement plus rien, effectivement.
I am bursting with pride. Amelia is with child. It is amazing how everything in life can change with such a simple event.
Hein?
Obviously, we
Oh,
don't know the
Maggie.
gender,
Ouais.
but already we've discussed possible names. Perhaps Benjamin, after my grandfather, or maybe Griffin. He was more infamous at Croft than even me. No, Amelia wouldn't have it. Besides, she's certain it's a girl. She favors a classic such as Scarlet or Kate, though I've made some headway with Lara. A subtle nod to the sun god Ra, and our days in Egypt, where certainly this child was conceived. I find myself thinking about this new life we've created, of how much she might be like us. For all my research into myths of immortality, I may have ignored the most obvious answer to the questions that plague me. We live on through our progeny, our genes, DNA, experiences passed through the generations. Perhaps this is the simple truth of eternal life, and I've just been too stubborn to accept it.
Ça aurait effectivement été weird, les Tomb Raider, ça se serait appelé Scarlett ou Kate. Mais bon, c'est parce que je suis habituée avec Laura. Aussi.
Dad may
Kate
have
Croft.
discovered
Scarlet
secret
Croft.
immortality without even knowing it.